to herself. And what I see here from Ninja Pyjamas is a bunch of tools to actually get things started. From Ultra Prime's perspective, how do we start a fight? Because we're going to have an invisible Aurora. We're going to have Rel who's able to stop us. Probably he's going to step up for this next wave. Does Jinhao commit? No, he's going to take his recall. Doesn't seem like there's going to be much doing. Some damage down onto Leave, though. That's the heal from Niket.
Oh, they're still going. They're going to flash right on to Leave, actually. Proc the concussive blows. The barrier comes out, but it's still going to be first blood picked up for Baya as Niket has to get on. Not going to be in a good position to try to fight back in any sense, as looks like actually this dragon will be contested by Ultra Prime. Oh, but Baya just eats a full shockwave combo and gets taken down instantly to start the combat. Another knockup lands onto Niket, though, as Ultra Prime get two back. Doinby and Niket both fall as UP successfully stops.
Saber does not have ultimate, so he's going to walk here the good old-fashioned way. NIP, though, how much more can they grab from this? Uh-oh.
Wow, Leave and Baya just going at it, but now some reinforcements have arrived, and so Leave gonna get caught out with the help of Xiaosha, eat the entirety of the culling, and gonna go down for the fourth kill.
I'm praying over here. We got NIP most likely taking this dragon. Leave, gotta be a little careful here, has his flash.
Gets exhausted, has the culling on top of him. Niket's gonna block the majority of that ultimate damage as Saber uses the Weaver's Wall forward to try to push out Doinby and the rest of his crew. The dragon does go over to Ninja's Pyjamas, though, and so they can take that with a victory. However, could look for some more now, as Saber has been targeted here by Nayo, and it's going to get eaten by that shockwave and shut down by Doinby. Junhao is not there with the response.
Available here for Doinby, and as long as they can make this play, there's nothing else going here for UP.
Yeah, and Saber just going to face check that brush, run right into Niket's lance, and get targeted once more. Gets the entirety of the Magnus Storm put onto his body as he will go down for the...
You know, so Ultra Prime can feel a little happy about that, but they're going for a dive onto Jiang. He's using the ultimate to clear the wave. Teleports in.
Yeah, gonna get knocked up once again by that crash down. Niket goes from bot lane right to top lane. 2 straight dives results in 2 straight kills for NIP.
And now Force completed for Nayo and Leave.
So NIP, after suffering from what was a bit of a rougher early portion of this game, have done a nice job to bounce back over these last few minutes. However, Doinby might have caught one wave too many as Saber will go forward here. But now Niket's right back into the swing of things with that Magnus Storm. Gonna stun up Saber and take him down for the 3rd straight time. Zhang teleports back in, but it is all too late as Doinby will...
available for Doinby. Could be on this next minion wave that he could go for, but by then they'll be too late. No ability for NIP to walk through mid lane. Eve gets chunked to half, and this will be a difficult entrance here for NIP. Maybe they make a play on the backside of this. Teleport behind from solo kill.
Makes it a little bit easier when you got a flank from an Aurora. And remember, a lot of those tools in terms of the ultimate still available on the NIP mid jungle. Shockwave lands on the Xiaosha. He's going to have to flash away, eat up a ton of those rockets, but solo kill will flash forward and pick up the first kill of the fight. Now Nayo has jumped in, chunking out Junhao. The Herald has been claimed already, but NIP want to look for the fight. Another vault breaker forward. There's the cease and desist on Baya, but Ultra Prime doing a nice job to kite back out, and Junhao will pick up another kill. With that win becomes lightning. A 2-for-1 overall, but it looks like everybody will back on away. Ultra Prime overall
come out of this replay. Ultra Prime, as we see, have control of the Dragon River.
But Saber gonna be in some trouble now as he eats a full shockwave combo from Doinby, nearly taken out there by just the shock, or by just the dissonance. Gonna have to back and head back to a fight via a teleport of some capacity, but Doinby already has gotten himself that top lane tier 1 turret. Ultra Prime, though, have evened up that dragon count. Maybe looking for a play in the mid lane.
Some early poke. Making these lanes as long as possible is huge for NIP. Aside from the fights which have been going their way.
Jog.
No.
Try to catch a wave a little bit too high here as he gets eaten up by that cease and desist. The shockwave comes through for good measure. And Doinby gets himself yet another kill. As well as that mid-tier 1 getting taken down. Xiaosha going to try to do something. He popped the summoner spell Ghost, but he can't do anything on that solo mission. It's going to be a tier 2 also taken by NIP as they've now added the gold.
I feel so vindicated. I feel like I know this is happening. It'll be the Herald and mid. They're going to see if they can steal some camps. This is going to be a huge swing for UP.
And it's either NIP don't know what's happening or they don't feel like it's even worth it to contest, because that's just the Otacon going up. Maybe Baya is going to be able to do something a little bit more. in this potential exchange. We're seeing a little bit of skirmishing around the river as Niket does get knocked up by the 3-talent strike, but just posturing at this point as Baya, as I say that, dashes way too forward, goes into an ultimate from Nayo, and he's gonna be able to survive. And now it's Junhao going forward on the other side of things. Saber gets that kill. They almost knock up Doinby. They nearly take him down, but Junhao will still fall. It's a 2-for-1 overall in favor of Ninjas in Pyjamas, but Doinby does have to head back to base. However, the jungler for UP is down. Jungler for both teams are down.
Was another situation, Grapes. Baya getting caught on a mid-wave. Baya getting caught out in the moments before an objective begins.
And you can see some of the thought process there. He had an opportunity to hit on this tier 1 turret.
I think Doinby should just commit. He doesn't have teleport, and he's afraid of playing off of vision, trying not to be spotted so there isn't a Baron. And Ultra Prime are caught unaware. They're trying to reinforce mid lane. They were around the Baron, but too much time had a lot to go.
It's a little bit harder for Ultra Prime, so they're going to have to just face up in a 5v5 as they start up the Baron. Teleport coming in from Jang, but Doinby is on the way. He has returned and will be here for a 5v5.
Huge item spikes and a lot of gold here for Doinby. We're seeing the top laners fight off.
There's the Magnet Storm Shockwave combo, and Saber already gets taken down 2-for-0 to start things off, but it will be Nayo falling on the backside. Solo kill will get singled out by Baya as Ultra Prime are holding the line for now, but the health bars are very dangerously low. Jang trying to fight a 1v2 against Doinby, nearly getting the kill, but will end up falling. It's a 3-for-2 overall.
Happen. If they can find Junhao now, Nayo spawns in 20, Dragon's going to be up. That'll be sole point here for NIP if they can grab this. Junhao, let's see if you can do the race, brother.
It's going to be a very delayed death timer now as Junhao just dashes into his own doom. Doinby will pick up the goal. 45 seconds without an NIP.
Something could have maybe happened there. So Baron's going to get started. This should get ripped here by NIP. Saber is flying in.
Some sort of desperation. There's no way to engage for Ultra Prime, and it's going to cost them a whole lot more than the Baron. Baya has to dash away. The culling comes out, but the cease and desist will cancel that immediately. Solo kill gets himself another, and there's finally one traded back by Jang, but it's going to be all for nothing unless Junhao can now do something about it. Lands that Crescent Guard, but now just going to try to send everybody on NIP back to safety where they can start up the Baron after taking down.
In 2 fights back-to-back. Big Purple Worm's going to go over to them. Junhao's going to get some damage onto mid. Actually, it wouldn't be too... Look at this chokehold, man. Versus a Rel, versus Aurora, just putting all of this damage. I'm looking at the picture-in-picture right now. We might have another fight on our hands, but Dragon's about to fall.
Very low. Who's going to pick it up? Oh, it's stolen away by Nayo, and now another engage comes through. A 3-man Magnet Storm from Niket. It's followed up by that cease and desist on the Baya, but he kites things out nicely and will be able to take the NIP jungler down. Actually gets a double kill, and now Doinby's running the wrong way, but solo kill and leave. Just do too much damage to the front line, and there's the Between Worlds. Sending Ultra Prime to another world of defeat. NIP get themselves the ace, and with Baron in their hands, should be able to wrap up this game 1.
Okay, I was wrong about Leave having the Chovy CS at 15, but we're at 30 minutes and he has 300 CS. So I'm counting that. I'm taking that as a win for myself. As a Leave fan, we're eating good tonight. Another strong fight here from NIP, and honestly, I'm just going to continue to hammer home the top side of Ninjas in Pyjamas really stole away this game.
Yeah, solo kill, a huge team fighting ultimate there. Leave doing a nice job to do a bunch of damage, and Doinby with those critical shockwaves. They're going to be the 3 to wrap up this game, hit the Nexus, and give NIP a 1-0 lead.
God damn.